This is first planting. As is this. Let's see some of the tassels starting to poke out. Here's my second planting of okra. Doing pretty good. Back there's the third planting of sweet corn. Struggling a little bit here from being dry, but over here it looks a little greener. Here's my variety of squash. Doing really well. The grass between the rows is doing really well too. More squash. These beans. They just come strong. Be a lot of green beans. Let's see the blossoms on them. Speaking of blossoms, the blossoms on the squash. And right there's where the buckwheat was that we tilled under. Luckily got some rain on it. I'm going to put sorghum sedan into that here today, along with some peas and whatever leftover seed I can find. So that'll be a nice green manure cover. Here's probably the fourth patch of sweet corn. It's a little uneven. Not sure why. It's got some tassels still down in the plant. More blossoms. Check out the okra blossoms. Okra, okra, okra. That second row is really going gangbusters. Not sure what I did different there. Got a few weeds to pluck. See, so I've got one. This row didn't quite, you can see there in the middle it's a little bare. That's 2 rows, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of okra. Over here I put just miscellaneous pumpkins and squash between me and the neighbor's field corn. I wanted to protect from the chemical spray. You can see there on the leaves that these pumpkins and squash took one for the team with regard to catching some chemical. You can see they're burnt there. I went over it the other night with some wetting agent, water, and a little bit of what we call More Life. It's a biological stimulant. And it really greened this up. You can see the big leaves here. Those really stood up and paid attention. So I think I'm going to do that again and maybe have a really nice crop of pumpkins and miscellaneous squash. Okra. Last year this okra did really well. Here we've got my pepper and tomato experiment. Not sure what happened to some of these tomatoes. See, like this one lost all its upper leaves. I don't know if that's something I did. It almost looks like something's eating them. By something, I mean a groundhog or a... I don't know. It might have been from... I sprayed a little bit of fertilizer on these and it might have burned them. Let's see, I got some peppers coming in there. There's some tomatoes. Little ones. Today or tomorrow I'm going to get these tied up on a trellis. Here you can see some tomatoes coming. Here's some big ones. We got some peppers here. This is called a cowhorn pepper. These will be interesting. Here's some little chili peppers. And they told me that these would grow, I guess, vertically, meaning the peppers would reach for the stars. Looks like they're right. I lost my marker on this one, so I can't remember what these are. I think they're shishitos. I planted marigolds amongst them to keep the bugs away. These marigolds didn't do so well. More peppers. Again, I wish I remembered what these were. See, they've got some fruit. These are some purple string beans. I'm excited to see how these do. I planted 3 rows of these, and this is the only one that actually tried to come up, so we'll see. Here's another patch of sweet corn. This is in the shade in the afternoons. You can see I got trees here, and that gets rather shaded, so it's difficult. You can see where it thinned out there. Just doesn't get enough sunlight to do much. You can see here at the ends, these last 3 rows I put, because I have a twin row planter, I put sweet corn in one side, and then the other side I put beet seeds. So you can see I've got a variety of beets popping up here amongst the sweet corn. I don't know how they'll do here. You can see there. See if I can zoom in. You can see there's little beet tops here in this row. And then over here, they're getting a little bigger. And there, as they get more sunlight, they get to doing better. And here at the end, not sure if it's just sunlight or if this is a different variety. I didn't mark them, but the beets are doing much better here. I planted this corn on narrower spacing, and this was in a grass mix last year that I didn't till in the fall. Let it grow up. So it's got quite a bit of grass, at least at this end, really wanting to come through. All over we've got a lot of this stuff. This is pigweed, they tell me. I actually made a salad of this last year. It wasn't bad. It's a savory vegetable. But no matter what the weather does, it seems to really thrive. So, I believe this is July 2nd. It's a Saturday. Day after a little bit of rain. And that's the tour.